And good afternoon, everybody. It's baseball time in Wichita, 85th NBC World Series, powered by Westar. Todd Hook along with Chris Worrell bringing you live NBC action today on YouTube and Facebook. Today, San Antonio Angels will take on the Fairbanks, Alaska Goldpanners. So the Angels will be the visiting team. They are 0-2 in the tournament. Here's how they will go. Jack Wisniewski will lead it off and play second base. Seth Morrow will hit second and be in center. Garrett Wilkinson will be in the 3 spot and do the catching. In the cleanup spot will be Nick Hamill. He will be over at first base. The designated hitter will hit 5th. That's Colton Parrish. Ellery Rivera will be at shortstop and hit 6th. Hitting 7th, Randy Huerta over at third base. Javier Camacho will be in right field. And rounding out the order will be Jordan Billups out in left. Again, that's Wisniewski, Morrow, Wilkinson, Hamill, Parrish, Rivera, Huerta, Camacho, and Billups. So that's how the Angels will go. They are 16-7 in the regular season. They're out of the Central Texas League. They were second behind Texas Lone Star. Defensively for Fairbanks, left to right in the outfield will be Riley, Viltz, and Ennis. Runge will be at third base. McKay will be at short. Chung over at second base. McCord will play first, and Stevenson will do the catching. On the mound, a right-hander out of Cal Baptist, Drew Nicochet. Get to his numbers in just a moment. First pitch weather, 91 degrees with a heat index of 96. Very little wind, south-southeast at 5, and we are ready to go. Nicochet with the wind, and that misses outside, ball 1. Angels not swinging it too well here in the tournament, only hitting 123, and that is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Wisniewski 1 for 7 in the tournament. He's out of Trinity University. And the pitch, that's high and away, so 3 straight to start it here for Nicochet. Fairbanks in their dark blue tops, gray breeches, and San Antonio, red tops, gray breeches. That's in there for a strike. Nice fastball at 89. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Wisniewski. Just underway, top of the first from X Stadium. That is a soft liner to the second baseman Chung. He will grab it, and there's 1 away. So Wisniewski is retired. That'll bring up Seth Morrow, 1 for 8 in the tournament, the center fielder out of Wichita State. Angels out of the Central Texas League. First pitch swinging, lifted to right. Ennis back. Still going back near the track, and it'll be off the wall. So around second is Morrow. He will be into third without a play. That ball just continued to carry. Ennis thought he might have had a chance at it, but kept running, and it kept carrying. Just about a foot from getting out of here. So Morrow at third base with a triple with 1 away. Here's Garrett Wilkinson, right-handed hitter out of Liberty University. 1 for 2 in the tournament, doing the catching today. So Seth Morrow at third base with 1 out. We're in the top of the first. Looks like the first baseman will come in a bit. Off-speed pitch is behind him. Wow. So a good carom off the padding on the back. Bounces right back to Stevenson. And it's a ball and no strikes. Hitters are never really prepared for a pitch behind them. That is not something you see every day. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away. Here it is. That is in there for a strike. Catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. San Antonio lost to the 3-1-6 Elite 11-3 on the 27th and lost to Hutch 6-5. On the 29th, that's a bouncer to third. And Runge up with it over to first. In time, the runner will stay. And there's 2 away. 2 down. Here's the cleanup man, Nick Hamill. out of McMurray University. He is hitless for the tournament, still looking for his first base hit. 0 for 3. Angels 16-7 in the regular season. That's in the dirt, smothered nicely by Stevenson. Hamill over at first base. He'll step in from the right side, get his first look at Nick O'Shea. They play him straight away and not very deep. And a pitch just missed outside. Home plate umpire is Jeff Spizak and Jake Broquet over at first, and Terry Harrison in the rocking chair at third. 2-0 outside. That's 3 balls and no strikes. In the game earlier today, Cheney took care of Texas Express 13-4 in a very interesting ball game, to say the least. A lot more to that than meets the eye. That's as far as we'll go with that. 3-0. That's right down the middle. And it's 3-1. 3 balls and a strike, 2 away. Runner at third. That is in there. Took a little off. And it's 3-2. 91 degrees, a heat index of 96 here on the campus of Wichita State University. That's outside. He'll walk him. So Hamill is aboard. So the Angels will have runners at the corners with 2 away. Here's Colton Parrish, the designated hitter out of TCU. Left-handed hitter, hitting is 2 for 8 in the tournament. So a chance to draw first blood right here. That's a fastball that just missed outside, framed up nicely by Stevenson. Game 2 of 4 today. Colorado Cyclones and the Cannons are next. That is fisted to the third baseman, Runge. He'll go the short way to second, and that'll do it. So the Angels will strand 1, and we've played a half an inning. No score from Wichita State. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Stiles, General Manager of Wichita Burner, right here in beautiful downtown Wichita. I know how important it is to be on a winning team. My winning team of Jim Myers, Ashley Jansen, and Jeff Markowitz are here every day to provide you with the best customer service for your boiler and burner needs. On behalf of our team, we want to wish you and your team the best of luck at this year's 85th Annual NBC World Series. And welcome to Wichita!
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the first. No score from Wichita, Fairbanks, and the San Antonio Angels. Here's how the Fairbanks, Alaska Goldpanners will go. Preston Viltz will lead it off and play center field. Colin Runge will be over at third base. Hitting third, Patrick Chung at second base. In the cleanup spot will be Trevor Greenlee. He'll be the designated hitter. Connor McCord will hit fifth and play first base. Hitting sixth, Ben McKay at short. Tony Riley will hit seventh and play left field. Russell Stevenson will do the catching and hit eighth, and rounding out the order will be the right fielder, Braxton Ennis. Again, that's Viltz, Runge, Chung, Greenlee, McCord, McKay, Riley, Stevenson, and Ennis. Defensively, for the San Antonio Angels, left to right in the outfield, Billups, Morrow, and Camacho. Huerta over at third base, Rivera at short, Wisniewski at second, Hamill at first, Wilkinson doing the catching. And on the mound out of Montgomery, Texas, and Texas State is a right-hander, number 16, Jordan Powell. So we are ready to go. Bottom of the first, and no score. That's in there for a strike to Viltz. Hitless in the tournament, 0 for 4. Had a pretty nice summer, hit .294 in the regular season. He's out of the University of Washington. And the 0-1 bounce to the right side, just off the glove of Hamill. That will go as a base hit, so Viltz is aboard here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up Colin Runge. 4 for 6 in the tournament out of Western Oregon. So a right-on-right matchup. Runner at first base. Runge 254 on the regular season. Slightly open stance. He will take a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. Goldpanners hitting 254 as a team in the tournament, 278 as a team regular season. 32-12 in the Alaska League. That's inside, not far enough away. Wilkinson able to corral it quickly. And it's a ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner at first base, bottom of the first, and no score. Here's a 1-1 outside. 2 balls and a strike. Colorado Cyclones and the Kansas Cannons will be up next. KGSO will have it on the live stream. 2-1. We're good. Nobody out. Throw back over. So Powell a little bit concerned with Viltz, as he should be. He runs very well. Pretty good lead over there. 2-1. That is lifted right side. I think that's going to get out of play. And that will be in the bullpen. Nice catch by one of the guys in the bullpen. Count goes to 2-2. Still nobody out. Viltz led it off with a base hit through the right side. 1 hit apiece for each club. 2-2. The runner goes. That's into right field. Camacho on the run and won't get it. And that's foul. Another behind the back catch by the bullpen pitcher again. So, folks, you got to keep an eye on pitchers all the time. They really need to be looked after. Count 2-2. Nobody out. Viltz at first. That's low and in, and he'll run it to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Goldpanners took care of the Colorado Cyclones 10-5 on the first. That is high and away, and he'll walk him. So it's first to second, and nobody out. San Antonio in a little bit of trouble here early. Again, the Fairbanks took care of the Cyclones 10-5 on the first, and they beat the Cannons 7-5 on the third. That'll bring up Patrick Chung out of Western Oregon. 1 for 9 in the tournament, steps in from the left side and takes one on the inside corner, and it's a balls and a strike. Goldpanners very stingy giving up runs. They only gave up 3 runs per game in the regular season. That is down the left side, foul, right side. No balls and a strike to the second baseman, Chung. 111 in the regular season. They play him almost straight away, deep in center. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch. That'll be into center field. That'll get down. They will send the runner. And here's the throw. It'll be cut off. And Goldpanners strike first. They lead it 1-0. So a base hit for Chung and an RBI. Runge down to third. And it's runners at the corners. Still nobody out. Here's Trevor Greenlee, and he takes one low, ball 1. Nice numbers for the regular season, 375. And having a good tournament so far, 3 for 8 out of San Francisco State. He'll step in from the right side. It's 1-0. Here it is. And that misses inside. Looked like an off-speed pitch. It didn't do anything, and it's 2-0. Goldpanners out of the Alaska League, 32-12 in the regular season. 2-0. That's way outside. So Powell at risk here of loading them up with nobody out. "3-0. And the pitch. That's right down the middle. There is some activity in the Angels bullpen. 3 balls and a strike to Trevor Greenlee. And that's in the dirt. And he'll walk him. So second walk issued to the ball game by Powell. And the Goldpanners have him loaded, and still nobody out. Here's Connor McCord out of Western Oregon. And the pitch. That is fouled out of play. No balls and a strike, nobody out. Bases loaded. That swung on and missed. Nice fastball at 91 from Powell. My apologies. Alaska is independent, not in the Alaskan League, so had that backwards there. No balls, 2 strikes. That is foul straight back. Boy, he had a hack at that one. He was on time. Count goes to 0-2. Powell in need of an out. Corners are in. Outfield straight away. And the pitch. That's outside. That'll get away from the catcher Wilkinson. That's going to be a run and a pass ball. So Runge will score. And everybody else is going to move up. 2-0 now, Panners. So that will go as a pass ball. In and out of the glove of Wilkinson. One ball, 2 strikes now to McCord. That is drilled to right field. And that'll get over the head of Camacho. A couple of runs are going to score. And McCord will be in there with a double without a play. That'll make the score 4-0 Panners. And still nobody out. Couple of RBIs for Connor McCord. He hit that one on the nose and got over the head of Camacho in a hurry. Here's Ben McKay. 2 for 9 in the series, 265 in the regular season. And the pitch in there for a strike. Nice spot at 94 from Powell. Might have been a little frustration on that pitch. Reach back for a little extra. Bottom of the first, nobody out. Runner at second base. Goldpanners with a couple across so far. That's in there for a strike to McKay. He's down on the count 0-2. He's out of Wenatchee Valley Community College. Riley would be next. Pitch, that's outside. Powell throwing a lot of pitches. Ball and 2 strikes. That is foul straight back just to the right of us. Window is open and we are ready. One ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. That is foul straight back. So a good at bat by Ben McKay. He's hanging in there, fouling a lot of pitches. Runner at second base, that's Connor McCord. And the pitch. That's in the dirt, and it'll get away from Wilkinson. And McCord will be down to third on the wild pitch. 4-0 Goldpanners. We're still in the bottom of the first, still nobody out. Both Wilkinson behind the plate and Powell on the mound have been struggling a bit. It's 2-2 now. And the pitch. That's swung on and missed. Got a piece of it, but hung on by Wilkinson. And there's one away. First strikeout of the ball game for Powell. It'll bring up Tony Riley out of Reedley College, left fielder today. Nice numbers for the season, 291, and having a good tournament at 3 for 7. That's outside. Powell has struggled with getting ahead of hitters here in the bottom of the first. 4-0 Goldpanners. And one away. That is fouled back. That got a piece of Wilkinson. My goodness. That was right off the mask. Catchers are in college are as tough as they come. One ball, one strike, one away. Bottom first. That's a little bit high, and it's 2-1. What little breeze we have is out of the south-southeast, blowing out from right to left. Not much to be a factor. And a 2-1 swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. McCord at third base. He doubled and drove in a couple. 4-0 Panners. 2-2. That's low, and it's 3-2. Couple of walks already issued by Powell. At risk of issuing number 3. Here's the payoff. That is popped foul out of play, right side. So the count will stay 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Panners struggling a bit, or excuse me, the Angels struggling a bit. 3-2 again, fouled away, right side. Riley putting up a good battle. Still plenty of time to get down here. 2 ball games after this one. Come on down and join us. 3-2. Off-speed pitch right in there. Good overhand curveball from Powell, and Riley will watch it, and they're 2 away. 2 strikeouts now for Powell. It'll bring up Russell Stevenson out of Chabot College. 2 for 6 in the tournament and 333 in the regular season. And the first pitch to him, that's right down the middle for a strike at 95. Powell delivering the mail out there. Ball and note and 1 strike. That's outside. Boy, a nice block by Wilkinson. He got out there a long ways, kept it right in front of him. Boys and girls, that's how you do it. A little bit of action going on in the Panners bullpen. A couple of guys getting loose. Here's a 1-1, high and in. And it's 2-1. 2 away now. Still bottom half of the first. Fairbanks with 4. They lead it 4-0. 2-1. Just missed, able to check his swing, and it's 3-1. Stevenson, the catcher today, and the 3-1. That's in there for a strike at 94. Painted the outside corner, and it's full. Powell trying to get out of it without any further damage. Braxton Ennis would be next if Stevenson was to reach, and he will. So the third walk of the inning issued by Powell. That'll bring up the ninth man in the order, Braxton Ennis, out of northern Colorado. He will step in from the left side. Runners at the corners for the Goldpanners. Ennis 1 for 7 in the tournament and takes a hack at the first one, come up empty, and it's 1-0. No balls and a strike, 2 away, runners at the corner, still in the bottom of the first. That misses inside. Count goes to 1-1. McCord at third, Stevenson at first. Pretty good lead for Stevenson. And a pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike to the second baseman, to the right fielder, Braxton Ennis. Two-1. That is into center field. A soft liner going to be caught by Wisniewski, and that'll do it. So Fairbanks will leave a couple, and they get 4. We've played 1, and it's 4-0 Goldpanners. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
What do you see? I see my daughter, a strong and independent woman, a skilled expert, living her life, and an inspiration to others. What do you see?
And welcome back. We go to the top of the second. Angels in the hole. They trail it 4-0 to the Fairbanks, Alaska Goldpanners. 6, 7, and 8 scheduled for the Angels. It'll be Rivera, Huerta, and Camacho. Here's Ellery Rivera, shortstop, and takes one low, ball 1. He's out of Pratt Junior College. 2 for 8 in the series. And that is bounced down the left side, foul. $2 small popcorn here at the ballpark today. Can't beat a deal like that. Come on out and get your $2 small popcorn here at X Stadium. 85th NBC World Series powered by Westar. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rivera. That is a high hopper to the third baseman. Runge up with it, and the throw is wide. Looks like there was some contact there with Rivera. He is still down on one knee. McCord, a big feller. Looks to be pretty solid. So Rivera up. Seems to be okay. We will see how they're going to score it. Here is Randy Huerta out of Midland Junior College, takes a strike. Looks like they're going to give him a hit on that. Umpire out to say a few words to the San Antonio dugout. And immediately after that, somebody in the dugout started clapping very loudly. Umpire back out to tell him to knock it off. So there's already some chirping going on, so that's got everybody in the stands clapping. So the 0-1, and that hit him. So Huerta down to first base. He'll wear that one. And just like that, it's first and second. Still nobody out. Here's Javier Camacho. Step in from the left side out of St. Mary's. Hitless for the tournament, 0 for 3. Playing right field tonight. So Nick O'Shea trying to at least get an out here. Still nobody out. Top of second. That misses inside. Camacho playing right field. And the pitch. That is bounced foul. That is off Camacho. Rivera at second. Huerta at first. And still nobody out. Top of 2. 4-0 Goldpanners. 1-1. Here it is. That's swung on and missed. Camacho fooled badly on the pitch. And it's 1-2. Nice stop there by Stevenson. He had plenty of distraction there. Still able to block it and keep it in front of him. Ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch swung on and missed. First base is occupied, so Camacho will strike out. First strikeout of the ball game for Nick O'Shea. And there's one away. Here's Jordan Billups, left fielder out of Marshall University. Hitless in the tournament, 0 for 4. First and second, one away. That's outside. That'll get through the wickets of Stevenson. And everybody will move up. So a wild pitch, and it's second and third. Ball in, no strikes. Angels could get a couple right here. That's on the outside corner. Nice pitch there from Nick O'Shea, and it's 1-1. 4-0 ball game. Goldpanners got 4 in the bottom of the first. That is bounced foul. Good battle up there by Billups. Still looking for his first base hit of the tournament. Angels not swinging it too well here in the tournament, only hitting 123 as a team. Nick O'Shea will step off and start over. 1-2 now to the left fielder. Pitch. Outside. Boy, smothered nicely by Stevenson. And it's 2-2. Not the best of 1-2 pitches from Nick O'Shea. 2-2. That just missed outside. Pretty good spot. Tough pitch to take there for Billups. And it'll go to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rivera at third. Huerta at second base. Off-speed pitch, fisted foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. 9-hole man Billups. That is just outside. It missed by much. That'll be a walk to Billups, and they are loaded with 1 away. Top of the order here is Jack Wisniewski. Lined out to the second baseman. He's 0 for 1 out of Trinity University. 1 for 8 in the tournament. That is lined to the third baseman. He will get up, throw over to first, and the Angels will be doubled up here in the top of the second. So the Angels will leave them loaded, and we've played 1.5. Our score, 4-0 Goldpanners. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
From the sea, come to you. I heard the laughing. Come from the sea, come to you. I'm someone like you. Na 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 na. I'm going to Wichita. I'm going to Wichita. I'm going to Wichita. And I'm going to Wichita.
Learn more at visitwichita.com.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second. Angels threatened in the top of the second. They had them loaded with 1 out, but grounded into, or actually lined into, a double play. And the score remains 4-0. Top of the order for the Goldpanners. They sent 9 men to the order last time. And that is our timing mechanism. Still not used to it yet. Here is Preston Viltz. There is a timing rule here in the NBC tournament. 20 seconds between pitches, 90 seconds between innings. Umpire discretion as to who is dilly-dallying. 1-0. That is bounced foul into the Panners dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. Viltz 1 for 1. Base hit and a run scored in the first. He's out of the University of Washington. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Powell needs to try to get ahead here in the inning. Maybe not throw as many pitches. 1-2. Off-speed pitch. He swung through it. And Preston Viltz will strike out. And there's 1 away. Strikeout number 3 for Powell. Here's Colin Runge. Walked and scored in the first. 4 for 6 in the tournament. Nice tournament for him out of Western Oregon. That's low and in, ball 1. 4-0 Goldpanners. They got all 4 in the bottom of the first. We're now in the bottom of the second. And the pitch is low again. So Powell behind in the count. Runge walked last time. 2-0. That is into left center. Morrow won't get it, and that'll split the gap and roll to the wall. Runge around first. He'll cruise into second base without a play. And a 1-out double to Colin Runge. Patrick Chung now, he is 1 for 1 with an RBI. Singled in the first, drove in a run. He's also out of Western Oregon. 2 for 10 in the tournament. He'll step in from the left side, get his second look at Powell. And the pitch, That swung on and missed. Nice fastball at 93 from Jordan Powell. Powell out of Texas State. Hometown is Montgomery, Texas. No balls and a strike. Off-speed pitch is ripped through the right side, and that'll get in there for a base hit. They will send the runner, and the throw is cut off, and it's 5-0 Goldpanners. So a 2-for-2 day for Patrick Chung and a couple of RBIs. 5-0 now Goldpanners. Here's Trevor Greenlee. Walked and scored in the first out of San Francisco State. 3 for 8 in the tournament. Chung over at first. Nice lead. And he bluffs a steal to second base, and Powell is able to step off. Would have been easy for Powell to balk on that play and panic. 0-1. That is bounced through the left side for a base hit. So Greenlee with his first hit of the ball game, 4th of the tournament. Greenlee 1 for 1. That'll bring up Connor McCord. Double drove in a couple in the first. He's 1 for 1 out of Western Oregon. 5-0 Goldpanners. We're in the bottom of the second. Here's the 0-1. That just missed outside. Nice movement on the fastball at 93 from Powell. That ran away from the left-handed hitter. If he can spot that up on the outside corner, he will be unhittable. 1-0. That is foul straight back. Absolutely stunning day here at X Stadium. Beautiful here in the shade where we're at. Actually, the window's open and the air conditioner's running, so that would be a no-no in my house, but we're not home. 1-1. Just missed outside. Powell not so sure. And it's 2-1. Did look like it was off the plate. It was close. McCord, the first baseman today. And the pitch. That's going to miss inside. And it's 3-1. McCord out of Gilbert, Arizona. 5'9", 215-pounder. Just had a birthday. 3-1. That's high and away, and they're loaded. So the 4th walk issued today by Powell. And we're going to have a visit to the mound. There is activity in the Angel bullpen. Powell out to meet his coach. He is noticeably frustrated. So Chung down to third, Greenlee at second base. One run across here in the bottom of the second. It'll be Ben McKay out of Wenatchee Valley Community College. Conference is over. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a little This Day in Baseball history next time we have a break. You don't want to miss that. I got a dandy. McKay, a strikeout victim in the first. He's 0 for 1. He'll step in from the right side with the bases loaded. Chance to add to that 5-0 lead. And the first pitch, that is foul straight back. So McKay was ready. 2 for 10 in the tournament. 265 in the regular season. Panners got 4 in the bottom of the first. Now 1 here in the bottom of the second, and 1 away. That's inside. Powell unable to get into that strike rhythm, therefore he's not going to get those close pitches. That was a Brent Chemnitzism, if there is such a thing. 1-1, off-speed pitch, bounced foul. He was all over it. Fouled that one off his front foot. It doesn't appear to be in too bad a shape. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Filtz led off with a strikeout, followed by a double by Runge, and a single by Chung, and another single by Greenlee. And a walk to McCourt. That's low and away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. They're loaded. That is swung on and foul straight back. Oh, he was on time. McKay, a couple of hits so far in the tournament. He was looking to get 4 right there. Count remains 2-2. First baseman playing in front of the runner. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Powell. And they're 2 away. So McKay strikes out for the second time today, and it'll bring up Tony Riley. Out of Reedley College, 0 for 1 today, a strikeout victim in the first. And 3 for 8 in the tournament, 291 in the regular season. First pitch is just a bit high. Riley out of Alameda, California. 6 foot, 185 pounder. 1-0. That's low. 2 balls and no strikes. Powell 1 pitch away from getting out of a big jam. Two-0. Tried to check his swing. That caught the inside corner. It's 2-1. Cheney took care of the Texas Express in game 1 today, 13-4. 2-1. That's on the outside corner, and it's 2-2. Pretty good spot there from Powell. Colorado Cyclones and the Kansas Cannons will play next. Frank and Larry will have that for you. 2-2. That's outside. Nice stop there by Wilkinson. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. So the runners will be off with the pitch. And we'll see if Powell can make a pitch. 3-2. That is bounced. That'll be snagged by the shortstop. He will throw behind the runner and get McCord. So that'll end it right here in the bottom of the second. So we go to the top of the third. Goldpanners get a couple. They now lead it 6-0. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
No one should live a life burdened with type 1 diabetes. And the day is coming when nobody will, because we're here to cure it. And we're working to improve the lives of those affected by this relentless disease today by finding new therapies and advancing them to market, by advocating for greater access and better choices, by deepening our understanding of the disease. At JDRF, we're fighting T1D. We're making life better for those who live with it, while creating a world without it.
And welcome back. Go to the top of the third. 6-0 Goldpanners. They add a couple in the bottom of the second. Angels with some work to do. 2, 3, and 4 scheduled for the Angels. Murrow, Wilkinson, and Hamill. So first pitch swinging is Seth Murrow. He will line it to the third baseman, Runge. And there is one away. Here's Garrett Wilkinson out of Liberty University, 0 for 1. And 1 for 3 in the tournament. Wilkinson doing the catching today. And that is inside. Nick O'Shea out there for inning number 3. He has a 6-run lead. And that just missed outside. Not by much. That is into right field. And Ennis will come in a few steps and grab it. And they're 2 away. 2 quick outs for the Angels. It'll bring up Nick Hamill. Hamill walked in the first out of McMurray University. And the pitch. That is lined down the right side. That'll get out of play. No balls and a strike. 2 away and nobody on. Top of the third. And it's all Goldpanners. They lead it 6-0. And the pitch just missed outside. Good frame job by Stevenson, but ball was outside. And it's 1-1. The pitch, off-speed pitch, just missed inside. And it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Nobody on. Nick O'Shea with the wind. And that's in there at the belt. And it's 2-2. 2-2. That is just over the head of Chung. That'll be into right field for a base hit. And a 2-out base hit by Nick Hamill. And he's 1 for 1 today. That'll bring up Colton Parrish. Parrish out of TCU. 2 for 8 in the tournament. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first. And he takes the ball low. And that is bounced right side. Chung up with it to his right. Throws, gets him, and that'll do it. So the Angels will strand one. We played 2.5. 6-0 Goldpanners. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
More sunshine expected out at the ballpark this evening. Happy Monday. I'm Storm Track 3 meteorologist TJ Springer. A mix of clouds and sunshine through the evening, but hot and humid conditions on deck. So make sure you are staying hydrated out there. When you factor in the moisture in the air, most likely going to feel closer to the triple digits. We'll fall back into the lower 80s through the evening. Partially clear conditions expected. Maybe a spotty shower or a thunderstorm as we head through the overnight. A 10% chance of that. Not very great at all, but still may want to pack the umbrella and the rain gear just in case. But I think a better chance going to stay just to the west of us. Have a great night out at Eck and stay safe.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the third. It looks like that San Antonio will go to the bullpen. They will go to a right-hander. Looks like number 18, Jacob Schreiber, 6'4", 260, out of Wichita. Goes to Friends University, so he will take over for Jordan Powell, who goes a couple of innings, gives up 6 runs on 6 hits, and struck out 3. Stevenson, Ennis, and Viltz scheduled. And that is outside to Russell Stevenson. Walked in the first, and he's 2 for 6 in the tournament out of Chabot University. And a 1-0. That is drilled to left field. That'll get down. Billups over quickly to cut it off, and able to hold Stevenson to a single. Good play out there in left by Billups. That's Stevenson aboard, and nobody out. Here's Braxton Ennis. Flew out to the second baseman last time up. He's 0 for 1 and 1 for 8 in the tournament out of northern Colorado. Pitch in there for a strike. So Schreiber, very much a finesse pitcher. And that's going to be outside. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Stevenson led it off with a base hit down the left field line. And the pitch. That's going to be high. 2-1 now to the 9th hole hitter Braxton Ennis. And the pitch. That swung on and missed. He was a little ahead of that one, and it's 2-2. Goldpanners beat the Colorado Cyclones 10-5 on the first, and on the third beat the Cannons 7-5. 2-0 in the tournament. 2-2. That is foul straight back. Ennis with a good hack. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Stevenson over at first. Wind completely calm here at X Stadium. 2-2. That is down the line and right. Fair. That'll get into the corner. And they will send the runner home, and the throw is cut off. Ennis in there with a triple and an RBI. So Stevenson will score ahead of him, and it's 7-0 Goldpanners. Pretty good piece of hitting there by Braxton Ennis. Able to stay back long enough and just pull it down the right field line. So he's at third base, still nobody out. It's top of the order, it's Viltz. Viltz 0 for 1, a run scored out of the University of Washington. 7-0 now Goldpanners. And that is foul straight back. Looked like a fastball at 73. No balls and a strike. Sounds like a good play by a fan. And he 0-1. That is low. Count goes to 1-1. Still nobody out. 1 run across. Ennis at third. And the 1-1's inside. 2 balls and a strike. Schreiber took over for Jordan Powell, who went 2 innings and gave up 6 runs on 6 hits, struck out 3. 2-1. That is backhanded by the first baseman. He's unable to come up with it cleanly. And Schreiber late getting over there. And Viltz beat it out. We will see how they're going to score it. Probably going to be an error. That was Hamill, the first baseman, had to stretch out to go get it. But that will be a base hit. Ennis will score, and it's 8-0 Goldpanners. Here's Colin Runge. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound. Looks like they're going to make a change. So while we have time, how about a little this day in baseball history? We're going to go all the way back to 1999. On this day, August the 5th, 1999, the Cardinals' Mark McGwire takes Padres hurler Alan Ashby deep for his 500th career homer. He is the first slugger to reach that milestone after crashing the 400 barrier only a year earlier. So on this date, August the 5th, 1999, Mark McGwire gets his 500th career homer. So there you have it, this day in baseball history, August the 5th, 1999. This day in baseball history brought to you by hookbats.com. Good wood for good hitters since 2005. Looks like the Angels will go with a right-hander. That will be number 7. Looks like Dean Lesberg out of San Antonio, out of Western Texas. 6 foot, 175-pound right-hander. So Schreiber is lifted after failing to get an out. So he will face Colin Runge. He has a double and a walk and a couple of runs scored. 8-0 Goldpanners. They got 4 in the first, a couple in the second, and so far 2 here in the bottom of the third. Angels have yet to post a score. So the third pitcher of the ball game for the Angels. So a right-hander, Dean Lesberg. We'll try to get him out of it. Preston Viltz over at first base with a single and an RBI. So Lesberg will inherit a nobody out, a man on first base situation. So Lesberg finishing his warm-up tosses. Don't forget 2 more ball games later on tonight, and they will all be streamed. But if you're in the area, you need to get on out here. $2 popcorn today. Goodness gracious, you can't beat that. Cyclones and the Cannons will be up next, followed by San Diego Wave and the Seattle Studs. That'll be a dandy. So we're ready. Here's Colin Runge. 1 for 2 today with a walk and a double. And the runner goes. And the throw down to second, not in time. Oh, a good jump there by Viltz, and he will steal it. Lesberg did not do very well at getting the runner stopped over at first base and was pretty predictable to the plate. Ball and no strikes. Runner at second base now, still nobody out. That's outside. And it's 2-0. Bring your lawn chair set out on the hill. 2 balls, no strikes. That is in there for a strike. Nice fastball at 86 from Lesberg. Lesberg not listed as a pitcher. He's listed in the outfielder spot. 2-1. That misses outside. Three balls and a strike. And the pitch. It catches the outside corner. It's 3-2. Three-two, nobody out. Runner at second. 2 runs across. That's in the dirt, and he'll walk him. So that'll be runners at first and second. That'll bring up Patrick Chung, the second baseman. He is on fire this game, 2 for 2, couple of RBIs and a couple of runs scored. Chung will step in with runners at first and second. 10 hits for the Goldpanners, 3 for the Angels. 8-0 Goldpanners. And the pitch, that just missed inside, not by much. Pretty good shot by Leesburg. Absolutely stunning afternoon for baseball. Come out, sit in the shade. Have something cold to drink. That is bounced to the right side. That'll be Wisniewski. That'll get through his legs, and a run will score. Throw back to third, not in time. And instinctively, Chunk is down to second. So Viltz will score on the error. That will be scored an E4. Runge over to third, so second and third. So that will make our new score 9-0. Still nobody out. Here's Trevor Greenlee. It's in there for a strike. Greenlee out of Alameda, California. 3 runs across, runners at second and third. Still nobody out. That is lifted to center. That'll be deep enough. Morrow ranging over to his left will make the play. Runner tags. The throw will be to third base. Good throw at that, too. So there is 1 away, another run across, and it's 10-0. One out. Here's Connor McCord. 1 for 1 today, a double and a walk out of Western Oregon. And that's in there, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and nobody, and 1 out. That is a hot shot to the second baseman, Wisniewski. He will backhand it, recover, over to first, gets him just by an eyelash. So Chung down to third, and there's 2 away. So Wisniewski leaking a little oil, but able to hang tough. Ball was hit very sharply. Nice backhand, but did not field it clean, but gets the out in anyway. There's 2 away. Ben McKay now, out of Wenatchee Valley. And that is low and in, ball 1. Goldpanners get 4 in the first, 2 in the third, now 4 here in the third. They lead it 10-0. That is inside. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 away. Runner at third base. 8th man to bat in the inning. And that misses inside. Three balls, no strikes, 2 away. And the pitch. It's right down the middle at the knees, and it's 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. That is high hopper to the shortstop, Rivera. He'll get it on the run, throw across. And it's in time, but Hamill unable to hold on to it, and that will go as an error. That will be an E3. And a run scores, and it's 11-0 Goldpanners. Here's Tony Riley. Oh for 2, a walkout and reached on a fielder's choice. And that's in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Riley, a strikeout victim in the first and reached on the fielder's choice in the second out of Reedley College. Ninth man to bat in the order. That is a soft liner. Just gets over the head of Rivera. That's into center field. And that'll be a base hit for Riley, his first of the ball game. And McKay over to third on the play. And Riley at first base. 11-0 ball game. Stevenson will be next. 1 for 1 with a walk, singled earlier in the inning to lead it off. And the first pitch to him is low. Little high overcast moving in here at the ballpark, kind of cooling things off a little bit. And the 1-0, that's outside. So Lesberg struggling a bit. He's had a little misfortune, has had some errors. Should be out of the inning. A couple of errors committed here in the inning. That is drilled to left field. Will it get down? Fair. So it'll one-hop the wall. 1 run is in. And they will hold the other runner, so that will be a double for Stevenson with an RBI. So McKay will score, and it's 12-0 Goldpanners. That'll bring up Braxton Ennis. 1 for 2 today, tripled earlier in the inning. About 20 minutes ago, or 30. 12-0 Goldpanners. Bottom of third, 2 away. Second and third now. First pitch to Ennis is low, ball 1. Ennis out of northern Colorado. And the pitch inside. Two balls, no strikes, and 2 away. Ennis with a triple down the right field line earlier in the inning. That's right down the middle. And it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Lesberg 1 pitch away from getting out of it. That is fouled away, left side. Quite a bit of construction progress on the new dugout and weight room here at Wichita State. 2-2 now to Ennis. 2 for 9 in the series. That is fouled back, a nice off-speed pitch. And it's 2-2. Umpire needs some more baseballs. Takes 240 dozen baseballs to put on this tournament. Tournament director Kevin Jinks sewed every one of those himself. 2-2. That is into center field and will get out. 2 runs, or 1 run will score. So Riley will score. And it's 13-0. So Ennis with his second base hit of the inning. Stevenson down to third, and it'll be the top of the order. It'll be Preston Viltz. Nice day today. 2 for 3 with a strikeout. A couple of runs scored, and an RBI and a stolen base. So he's been busy. And the pitch, high and away. Ball and no strikes, 2 away, runners at the corners. 13-0 Goldpanners. And the pitch. That is lifted to left field. Billups back. Seems to have a beat on it right before the track. He'll haul it in, and that'll do it. So the Goldpanners, they get 7 runs. And we have played 3. Our new score 13-0 Goldpanners. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
What do you see? I'll tell you what I don't see. I don't see a dropout. I don't see laid off. I don't see hopeless. I see our future, bright and prosperous. What do you see?
And welcome back, top of 4. Sorry about the delay. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 for the Angels. And it's Rivera. Grounds to shortstop. And a good play by Rivera at short. And we'll get him 1 away. Score 13-0 Goldpanners. Angels with some work to do. Here's Randy Huerta. Was hit by a pitch in the second, so it'll be his second look at Nick O'Shea. That is into left field just over the head of McKay. And Huerta is aboard with 1 away. It'll bring up Javier Camacho, 0 for 1 today, a strikeout victim in the second out of St. Mary's. He's 0 for 4 in the tournament. First pitch swinging, bounces it foul, and it's 0-1. Nick O'Shea with a 13-run lead on 13 hits. And the pitch, that is back to Nick O'Shea. He will get it over to first, and they'll double him up. So that was a very defensive stab by Nick O'Shea. Camacho hit it well, but Nick O'Shea just gets a glove on it, able to catch it, and throw back to first, and that'll do it. So we've played 3.5. Our score 13-0 Goldpanners. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com. And welcome back. We go to the home half of the fourth. Our score 13-0 Goldpanners. New arm on the mound for San Antonio. Looks like they'll go with number 31, Christian Garcia. 6 foot, 190 pounder out of Baytown, Texas, and Coastal Bend Junior College. So he will be the fourth arm of the evening for the San Antonio Angels. Here's Colin Runge. It'll be Runge, Chung, and Greenlee. First pitch is inside, ball one. Runge 1 for 1 with a couple of walks, 3 runs scored. That is into center field. Morrow right in his tracks. He will haul it in. And there's one away. One out. Here's Patrick Chung. Chung out of Western Oregon. 2 for 3 today, 3 runs scored, and a couple of RBIs. That is down the left side, out of play. Nobody will get there. A lot of room here in foul ground at X Stadium. Symmetrical ballpark, 330 down the lines, 375 in the alleys, 390 to deep center. All artificial surface except pitcher's mound. No balls and a strike. And the pitch to Chung inside. And it's 1-1. One ball, one strike, one away. 13-0 Goldpanners. That's just missed outside. A nice fastball at 87 for Garcia. And it'll miss. 2-1 and one away. Runge led it off, lined out to center field. 2-1. Tried to check his swing. They're going to ask if he went around. And they say no. It's 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Christian Garcia. That is ripped through the right side. That'll get through for a base hit. And Camacho in right field thought about trying to do the old 9-3 put out. Chung in there. So Chung with third base hit of the ball game. He's at first base with one away. Here's Trevor Greenlee. 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Good lead over there by Chung. And that's outside, ball one. Blocked nicely by Wilkinson. $13-0 ball game, bottom of the fourth. All Goldpanners. Throw over to first. And Chung back in there. There's activity now in the Goldpanner bullpen as well as the Angel bullpen. And that's inside, almost hit him. And it's 2-0. San Antonio pitchers have struggled today. They are 2-0 in the tournament. Wins over the Cyclones and the Cannons. Two balls, no strike, one out. Throw back over. Chung back in there head first. Beautiful late afternoon here at the ballpark. And it's 2-0. That's right down the middle. 2 balls and a strike. Jordan Powell started it. Jacob Schreiber came in, did not record an out. Leesburg pitched an inning, and now Christian Garcia. Throw over. Chung back in there. Count remains 2-1 and one away. Runge led it off with a line out to center field, followed by a base hit by Chung through the right side. 2-1. That is right down the middle, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Runner at first. And a pitch. That's outside. Backhanded by Wilkinson. That's off his glove and then off the umpire. And it's 3-2. That is bounced back to the box. And Garcia will glove it to second for 1, back to first. And they will turn it. So the Angels get the 1-4-3 double play and get out of the inning. No runs. We have played 4. Our score 13-0 Goldpanners. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. Angels in a bit of trouble. They trail the Goldpanners 13-0. New pitcher for the Goldpanners. It will be Harrison Goebel. He is a right-hander out of Santa Clara, Utah. 6'6", 245 out of Dixie State. 9-1-2 scheduled for the Angels. And the first pitch swinging is Billups. He'll bounce it to the right side. Chewing up with it over to first in time. Numbers for Goebel this season. This is game number 10. 1 start, 23 innings of work, 17 hits, 10 runs, 7 of which were earned. 15 walks, 26 strikeouts. He was 2-1 and a 2.73 ERA. Pretty good numbers for the big right-hander. And here's Jack Wisniewski. And the pitch. That's a good fastball at 93 on the outer half. And it's 0-1. Angels 4 hits on the afternoon, a couple of errors. And that is low and in. One ball, 1 strike, 1 away. And that is squirted foul down the left side. One and 2 now to Jack Wisniewski. 0 for 2 today out of Trinity University. Second baseman today hits from the left side, so a right on left matchup. And a 1-2. And a change of pace. Bobbled by Stevenson. He'll pick it up, throw to first, finish the strikeout, and they're 2 away. Angels running out of time. Down 13-0. Two away, here's Seth Murrow. 1 for 2 today, tripled in the first. He's out of Wichita State. He will step in from the left side, have his first look at Goebel. And that's inside. Drew Nicochet started it, went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits and no runs. And struck out 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Seth Morrow, center fielder today. And the pitch. Off speed, just missed outside. Didn't miss by much. Tried to backdoor him. And it's 2-0. Here's a 2-0 inside, and it's 3-0. So Goebel at risk here with 3 balls and no strikes of putting a man on here with 2 outs. Garrett Wilkinson would be next if Murrow was to reach. See if Goebel can get healthy. Here's a 3-0. That's in there for a strike. Good cut fastball there from Goebel. And it's 3-1. That one started off inside, cut across the plate. 3 balls and a strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Top 5. 13-0 ball game. That is swung on and missed. And it's 3-2. So Goebel gets healthy. Gets the count back to 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Goebel with the sign and the delivery. That is bounced to the right side. McCord up with it. He will flip to Goebel, and that'll do it. And that's your ball game. Goldpanners are going to run rule the Angels. Here are your totals. For the Angels, no runs, 4 hits, a couple of errors. And for the Goldpanners, 13 runs, 14 hits, and no errors. San Antonio will go to 2-1 in the tournament. Goldpanners 3-0. And that'll do it for me. Frank and Larry will have the call at 7 o'clock. Again, that will be the Cyclones and the Cannons. Chris Worrell, I'm Todd Hook, signing off for now. We will see you tomorrow.